You know, when you lose the people you love most, the world doesn't stop. The sun still rises. The crowd still cheers. The stage still calls your name. But something inside you breaks in a way that never really heals. You start to see life differently. Every applause feels a little quieter. Every smile hides a little more pain. I used to think the hardest thing in this business was the grind, the traveling, the pressure to stay relevant. But I was wrong. The hardest part is coming home to silence, knowing the voices that once filled your world are gone. When Gerald passed, I didn't think I could sing again. My heart wasn't in it. Every lyric I wrote felt like it was bleeding. Every note felt like goodbye. And when Sean passed too, I asked, God, why? Why me? Why them? You raise your children to dream, to fight, to live. You never prepare to bury them. That's not how the story's supposed to go. But here I am, still standing, still breathing, still singing. Because singing is all I have left to keep them alive. Music became my prayer, my therapy, my way of saying I love you when words weren't enough. Sometimes, late at night, I sit alone and listen to Gerald's voice. I close my eyes and it's like he's right there beside me, smiling that same smile, hitting those same notes that could heal a soul. And for a moment, the pain feels lighter. Then the song ends and the silence comes back. People say time heals, but I don't think it does. Time doesn't heal. It just teaches you how to carry the pain better. Some days it's heavy, some days it's gentle, but it's always there, like a shadow that never leaves. I've learned to live with it, to let it remind me that love this deep only hurts because it's real. The truth is, I still cry sometimes, not out of weakness, but out of gratitude, because I got to love them. I got to call them mine. I got to share this life with them, even if it was shorter than I hoped. I sing now, not for fame, not for records or awards, but for memory, for connection, for every father who has ever loved and lost. I sing for the broken hearts that still beat, for the families who find strength in the dark. I sing because that's how I keep breathing. So if you've got someone you love, call them. If you've been holding back forgiveness, give it. If you've been waiting to say how you feel, don't. Life doesn't wait for perfect timing. It moves whether you're ready or not. And one day, all that's left will be the echo of your words, the warmth of your love, and the music you left behind. I'm 83 now, and every time I walk on stage, I carry my sons with me. I feel them in the rhythm, in the harmonies, in every crowd that sings along. Because love doesn't die. It just changes its tune. And as long as I still have a voice, I'll keep singing their song. There are days when I wake up and the house feels too quiet, like even the walls remember what used to be. I walk past old photos, and it's like they're singing to me, memories frozen in time. Sometimes I see their smiles, and I can almost hear their laughter bouncing off the walls. And for a second it feels like they never left. But then the silence returns, and it reminds me that grief isn't something you get over, it's something you live with. People ask me how I keep going, how I still find the strength to sing after all this time. And the truth is, I don't sing because it's easy. I sing because it's the only way I know to survive. Every lyric carries their spirit. Every note is a piece of my heart reaching out to them. When I'm on stage, I close my eyes and it's like they're right there again, harmonizing beside me, smiling like we used to. The audience might see a performance, but What they're really hearing is a conversation between a father and his sons that never truly ended. Sometimes I think about what they'd say to me if they could. I think Gerald would tell me to keep pushing, to keep the music alive. Sean would probably laugh and say, "Dad, you're still out there showing us all how it's done." And maybe that's why I keep doing it. Not because I have to, but because I want their legacy to keep breathing through every song, every crowd, every soul that finds comfort in our music. The older I get, the more I realize that pain and love are two sides of the same song. You can't have one without the other. And though I've lost so much, I've also gained something perspective. I understand now that every day is a gift. Every heartbeat, a verse, every tear, a note in the melody of life. So, if you're listening right now, take a moment. Look at the people you love. Tell them how much they mean to you. Because one day, all you'll have left are the echoes of their voices. And if you're lucky, the music will still play. You know, sometimes I sit on my porch late at night and just stare at the stars. I think about how life moves so fast. How one moment you're chasing dreams with the people you love, and the next you're chasing memories of them. I remember when Gerald used to tell me, "Dad, music is forever." Back then, I thought he meant the songs, but now I know he meant the feeling, the love, the connection that never fades. Losing my boys, it broke something inside me that will never fully heal. But it also taught me something no stage or spotlight ever could, that love doesn't end when someone leaves. It stays in the laughter you remember, the lessons they taught you, and the songs you still sing for them. Sometimes I hear one of our old tracks on the radio, and it's like they're talking to me through the speakers. I just close my eyes, smile, and say, "I hear you, son." People think success is about fame or money, but at 83, I know the real success is love, how deeply you give it, how bravely you share it, and how much of it stays when everything else is gone. So, to everyone listening, cherish your people. Don't wait for tomorrow to say, "I love you." Tomorrow isn't promised, but this moment right here, it's yours. Hold on to it, because one day, those moments will be all you have left, and they'll mean more than anything in the world. You know, when you've lived as long as I have, you start to realize that life isn't about the years you've been given. It's about what you fill those years with. I filled mine with music, family, laughter, and pain. Every song I ever sang came from a real place, a piece of my soul I was brave enough to share. But after losing my sons, singing felt different. The stage that once felt alive suddenly became a place of memories. I'd close my eyes during performances, and I could almost hear Gerald's harmony, Sean's laughter backstage, like ghosts made of love and sound. People see the smiles, the awards, the legacy, but they don't see the nights you cry alone or talk to the pictures on your wall just to feel close to the ones you lost. That's the part they never tell you about fame, how it gives you everything and then takes the things that matter most. But I keep going because that's what my boys would want. They wouldn't want me to stop singing. They'd want me to turn my pain into purpose, my tears into a melody that reminds someone out there they're not alone. So I sing, not just for me, but for every parent who's ever had to say goodbye too soon. Because the truth is, music is how we keep the people we love alive. Every note, every lyric, every breath. It's a prayer whispered into eternity. Sometimes, late at night, I sit in my living room with the lights low and one of our old records playing, and I can almost feel them there. Gerald on one side, Sean on the other, laughing, singing, teasing me like they used to. Those moments are what keep me going. You see, grief never really leaves you. It just changes shape. Some days it's heavy like a stone. Other days it's soft, like a shadow. I've learned to live with it, to let it walk beside me instead of fighting it. People come up to me and say, "Eddie, your music got me through my pain." And I smile because they don't know it's their love that's been getting me through mine. Every time I step on that stage now, I'm not chasing fame. I'm honoring a promise that love once given never dies. It just echoes through the voices, the memories, and the hearts it touched. So if you're listening to me right now, don't take life for granted. Tell your people you love them. Forgive fast. Laugh often. Because one day, all that'll matter is how deeply you loved and how bravely you kept singing, even when your voice trembled. There are mornings I wake up, and for a split second, I forget they're gone. I still reach for my phone thinking, I'll see a message from Gerald, or hear Sean's voice telling me to get up and rehearse. Then reality sets in, and that silence, it hits harder than any note I've ever sung. But I've learned something. In all these years, pain and love, they come from the same place. You can't have one without the other. The deeper you love, the deeper you feel the loss. But that's also what makes life beautiful. My sons may be gone, but their spirit lives in every song, every fan who still listens, every stage I step on. When I sing now, it's not just music, it's a prayer, a way of talking to them, letting them know their old man is still standing. So, if you hear my voice crack on a lyric, know that it's not age, it's emotion. It's love trying to find its way through the pain I keep singing, because that's what they'd want. Because in every note, every tear, and every applause, I find them again. Some days the silence feels heavier than the music ever was. I reach for my phone, hoping to hear Gerald or Sean's voice, and then I remember they're gone. The grief is constant, but so is the love. Every song I sing now carries their memory, their laughter, their dreams. It's not just performance, it's connection. I feel them in every note, in every harmony, in every audience that still listens. Pain and love live side by side, and through music, I carry them forward. Singing keeps them alive, and in that, I find strength.